Um, hey guys, it's Karate from 52 here with Luigi.
Hello. Oh yeah.
And I'm interviewing him.
Speak up.
And I'm just going to start asking him some questions about now. And here's the first one. How long does it take you to set up the Arcade Expo?
We probably have, I would say, several hundred arcade and pinball machines that weigh hundreds of pounds each. They're massive. And then we also have about 100 or so of the old, home system stuff from before when you were born. But your dad remembers. Our excellent cameraman here, like Atari and Sega and the original Nintendo and Super Nintendo. So about 300, let's say 350 machines. And then about 100 or so the old CRT TVs that are backbreakers that hurt you. So I'd say it takes us 2 full days to set up, and we got to run several thousand feet of extension cords, plug all that in, make sure all of that is load balanced correctly, because we don't want to drop power at all. When you're playing games, man, lightning strikes, you didn't save, you lose everything, it hurts, and it hurts bad. So between that and getting everything ready for the registration, it's 2 days. Sorry, that was a long answer, but great question.
Thank you. Why did you do it in the first time?
Well, we got together and we said, it would be really cool. We had these great memories of going to the arcades when we were kids and playing and jamming on those old games. And then I was like, what are the old Nintendo and the old Atari? They were so fun. And you just sat in front of the TV and you cross your legs and you sipped some Coke and maybe ate like a Snickers and you played out on some of the best games of all time. And we wanted to bring that back to today's generation and really to ourselves too, because we're huge nerds and we wanted to play it all again. So we said Louisville's a great city. It's got an awesome nerd underground of which we hope to continue to be a part of. So we got to relive the magic of that time frame. So we said, let's do this.
Yeah, I love being a nerd too.
Awesome.
How did you do it in the first place?
Well, there's a lot of legalities and stuff we have to get done first. So we made sure that we were registered with the state and we filed for taxes and all that stuff and sought some legal advice and all that, which is not cool on a YouTube channel or anything. But we went through the appropriate channels to make sure that we were doing it the way we're supposed to. And then we said we got to find a big space because these machines are massive. Yeah. So we need a big space. We need big hallways, big doors, so we can push them through there without scuffing up the place. So we found some different locations, scouted it out, went in debt a little bit on the money, and then we said, if we break even, this will be a success. And we got a ton of awesome volunteers to help us put everything together, and we reached out to the community of collectors, and Louisville has a ton of awesome collectors, and we said to them, hey, can we do something similar to those other arcade shows where if you guys bring your machines in and let everyone play on them and you share them with everyone, you'll get in free to the show. And they said, oh man, we'd love to do it. We'll bring all of our best stuff. And they did. And it just made it wonderful.
Okay. When was the first Arcade Expo?
The first Arcade Expo was in March of 2011. Can't remember the exact dates because it's a whirlwind of craziness. But 2011 was the first one.
Yeah. Why do you always look like Luigi at the expo?
I originally dressed up like Luigi because a buddy of mine, this is a super secret, so you've got the exclusive here. A really, really good friend of mine who I've known for 30 years was Luigi for Halloween, I think, the year before. And we were trying to promote the show, kind of some homegrown guerrilla marketing, advertising type stuff. And I said, it's cool to have like a t-shirt and some arcade machines, but who's a very recognizable character? Luigi. I asked my friend, can I borrow that costume? He said, yeah, sure. So I wore that to kind of make it easier to promote the show. And then it ended up that I don't know, I'm kind of crazy. I liked wearing it. So, and I liked my dippy, hello, oh yeah, let's go, type of crazy talk. So I'm embarrassing myself, but no worries. So we kept going with that because it just made it a little smoother.
Yeah, is that the same suit?
No. We have enhanced the suit. Actually, the same friend, his mom, she's awesome, Barbara French, great woman. We did the buttons here on this, so this is just a Velcro. Check that out.
Oh, cool.
It's awesome. And we got extra shirts so that it wouldn't reek as much during the expo. Feel free to cut that out when this goes to the masses. But we have enhanced it from time to time to make sure that it continues to be as close as possible to Nintendo's true Luigi.
What age group is the expo geared toward?
It is geared towards all ages. So if you remember playing pinball in the 50s and you're in your 70s now, come on out because we got that action. If you're in your 40s and you said, man, I remember when Pac-Man hit the arcades in 80 and I was just loving life, we got it, come on out. Or if you said, oh man, I used to play on my Dreamcast when I was a kid in the basement, come out, we got that too. So we try to get every generation who ever enjoyed any type of arcade or home console gaming.
Cool. What's your favorite video game?
This is a rare one. So I got an NES when I was a kid. Actually, the family did, but I was the youngest, so I played it the most. And it's a great question, by the way. And my dad worked out at Fort Knox, so at that time they had this armor school. And there was a game we wanted to get because the front cover had a Jeep and two dudes were rocking a 50 cal on there, and they had a missile launcher. The game was called Jackal. And you have to go back to Vietnam and save POWs that were left there from the Vietnam War. And my dad, I said, hey, I'd love to have that. That was the first game I got besides Mario and Duck Hunt. And I loved it. I've loved it ever since. It's my all-time favorite game.
Oh, cool.
It's really fun.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
How did you get into gaming? That was sort of already in.
Yeah, kind of. Well, so I was the youngest of four, and my two oldest, older, but my oldest brother had a Commodore 64 growing up, and they also had an Atari. So when I was a little kid, they were already playing those. So when I went downstairs, those systems were already hooked up. So I was just already in on it. So I started off playing those, and then when the newer ones came out, I got excited and just kept playing all the way up until today.
Okay, that's cool. How many people come every year?
It varies year to year, but I would say the first year like 1,000 or so, and then the second year a couple thousand, and then last year I think we had our most. It was close to 4,000, and then this year we're not as much. But we're close. Probably 3,000 or so is our estimate. If we hit our same numbers, we're probably at about 2,000 right now. It's Saturday at what, like 7?
7:30, 7:40.
7:40. So yeah. So a few thousand.
I guess that was our last question.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. You're a great interviewer, and I really appreciate you taking the time to chat it up with me. What was your favorite game that you got to play today?
Probably either Donkey Kong or Burger Time.
Great answers. Both very good games. Did you play any of the pinball machines?
Yeah, my favorite of those was probably the Doctor Who one.
Nice.
Even though that I never have known any of those doctors.
Yeah, those are older doctors, yeah.
He loves the Doctor Who, but yeah, the newer ones mainly. But
Awesome, cool.
yeah, had a good time.
So guys and gals, if you enjoyed this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.